Hello, welcome to ACHIEVE'Rs Academy. Today we are going to be dealing on chain rule. What do you understand by chain rule? Chain rule can simply mean functions of a function. When you have a function into another function, and the method, the formula for chain rule is given as dy over dx is equal to dy over du multiplied by du over dx. So when you are given a question on a chain rule, which means functions of a function, so you are going to take the method of dy over du multiplied by du over dx. And how can you identify when the question is a chain rule? Now, e.g., like find the derivate y is equal to x plus 2 raised to power 3. Looking at this question, x plus 2 is a function on its own. Power of 3 is also another function. So you are now having a two function inside one question, which is functions of a function. And when you are having a solution like this, don't forget that we said earlier, I said in my previous video that each function depends on the method you are going to use. So far you are given a function like this, doesn't mean that you are going to use a general method or making use of first principle. Looking at this question, you can see that this is a function of a function, which is known as chain rule. And how can you solve a question based on chain rule? So, let's solve examples on the question and see how you are going to derive at your answer. So, please, whenever you are having a question on chain rule, this is the formula you are going to take. Dy over du is equal to dy over dx is equal to dy over du multiplied by du over dx. So, let's look at example. If y is equal to 2x plus 5 raised to power 3, find dy dx. Now, looking at this question, you know that this is a chain rule. It's having a function of another function. Method of using general method is going to be out of your mind. While using first principle, that is out. Because you're having a function of a function inside this question. So I'm going to have y is equal to 2x plus 5 raised to power 3. Now, I said earlier, you are going to have dy over du and du over dx. Now, the first thing you are going to do, you determine your u. Therefore, I said, let u is equal to, your u is going to be the inner function. And what is the inner function? Which is 2x. Let u is equal to 2x plus 5. So when your u represents 2x plus 5, which is the inner function, so you cannot come and say that y is equal to, y is representing u raised to power 3. So now you are differentiating u with respect to s, and you are differentiating y with respect, you are differentiating u with respect to s, and you are differentiating y with respect to u. Now, you don't forget back to the formula. So the y over the u multiplied by du over dx. So now I'm going to differentiate du over dx. So if I'm differentiating du over dx, so I'm going to have 2 from general method. When you have 2s plus 5, the power is what? 1. So multiply. The power is going to multiply the coefficient, which is 2s raised to power 1 minus 1 plus 0, derivative of the constant. So I'm going to have s raised to power 0, and answer is going to be in form of it. So if I'm differentiating u, I'm going to have 2. So therefore, you proceed to differentiate y, because you must differentiate u with respect to s, and you differentiate y with respect to u. So you are now going to have dy over du of u cubed So when you are differentiating u cube, you are going to have 3u squared. I believe you all know that. So therefore, we can say that dy over dx can be expressed as dy over du multiplied by du over dx. Now, what is your dy over du? Is 2. So 2 multiplied by what is your du over dx, which is what? 3u squared. So you do not come and get your final answer as 2 times 3. 2 multiplied by 3 will give you what? 6u squared. And back to the equation, what is u? U represents what? 2s plus 5. So your final answer is going to be 6 into bracket 2s plus 5 raised to power 2. So that is how to derive your solution whenever you are given a question on the function of a function. So if you look at this question, this is a function, this is another function. So functions of a function. So you make your u to represent the inner function. And what is the inner function? This is the inner, while this one, the power is the outer function. So which is 2s plus 5. So if u represents 2s plus 5, so y is now going to be what? U raised to power 3. So you differentiate u with respect to s, and you differentiate y with respect to u. With the formula we are having which can be the y over the u multiplied by the u over the s. Please take note of the formula. So let's look at the second example for today. So let's look at example 2. So you can you can be given as if y is equal to if y is equal to square root of 3s squared minus 5s. Square root of 3s minus 5s. Find dy over dx. Now, looking at this question, you can see that this is a function of a function, but until you convert the square, until you take the square root back to its power, that is why you can know it's a function of a function. So, solution. So y is equal to square root of 3s squared minus 5s. So I'm going to say from law of indices, so square root is going to be what? That is going to be into brackets 3s squared minus 5s, close the brackets, raised to the power of what? 1 over 2. If you skip root that you are having here, if you have skip root here, it's going to be raised to the power of what? 1 over 3. But the question said what? Square root of what? 3s squared minus 5s. So the first thing you are going to do is what? You are going to remove the square root from this function and take it to the power before you can do anything. So our power is going to be what? 1 over 2. Now you can see that this is a function of a function. This is the inner function and this is the outer function. So don't forget that let your u should represent what? The inner function. So therefore, let u is equal to what? 3s squared minus 5s. So when your u is equal to 3s squared minus 5s, so you can easily say that y is equal to what? U raised to the power 1 over 2. So now you are differentiating u with respect to s and you are differentiating y with respect to u. So based on this formula, so that is now going to have du. If I'm differentiate with respect to s now, du over ds is going to be my power multiplied by the coefficient, subtract the power from the coefficient, so minus 5. So this is du over ds. So I'm going to differentiate dy over du. Please, if you don't understand how we get to this answer, please, there's going to be a link in the comment section below using general method. So click on the comment section, click on the link, and you are going to see the link. Please go and watch it so that you can able to understand. So now I'm differentiating dy against the u. So it's going to be, if I'm differentiating y against u, now it's going to be what? That is multiplied by the, what is the coefficient here? 1 over 1. So it's going to be 1 over 2 multiplied by what? Multiplied by u raised to power what? 1 over half u raised to power 1 over 2 minus 1. So you have, this is 1 over 1. You look for the SCM. And what is the SCM here? 2. So 2 goes into 1. So 1 times 1, 1 minus 2. So you have minus 1 over 2. So your power is going to be minus 1 over 2. So if I'm differentiate y against the u now, I'm having 1 over 2 multiplied by u raised to power minus 1 over 2. And don't forget the formula for chain rule. Since you have known your dy over du and du over dx, so you can now come and say that dy over dx is equal to, what is dy over du? My dy over du is what? 1 over 2 into u raised to power minus 1 over 2 multiplied by du over dx is 6s multiplied by 6s minus 5. So I'm going to have something like this: 1 over 2 multiplied by. Now let me take you back to law of indices. When you have something like this, a raised to power minus 1 over 2. So a raised to power minus 1 over 2. This minus is going to change to what? 1 over a raised to power 1 over 2. I think you all know that. Now, so my u raised to power minus 1 over 2, it is going to be expressed as 1 over u raised to power 1 over 2 multiplied by what? 6s minus 5 over 1. So dy over dx is going to be 1 times 1 multiplied by 6s minus 5. I'm going to have 6s minus 5 over 2u raised to power 1 over 2. So therefore, you can, the final answer is going to be 6s minus 5 over 2. What is your u? So my u is equal to what? 3s squared minus 5s. I hope you can recall. So that is going to be into bracket 3s squared minus 5s raised to power 2. So this is your final answer. Sometimes you may not leave the answer like this, and when you get to the example, you might get confused. I'll put the final answer. Why is it I'm not seeing my answer on the, it's not shown on the screen? So it can easily be expressed as 6s minus 5 over 2 into bracket square root of 3s squared minus 5s. So is that you leave it like this or you leave it like this? So that is the final answer. So please, there's going to be a question that is going to pop into the screen. Solve it and drop your comment section and drop your solution in the drop your answer in the comment section below. Thank you so much.